are the pride of London. We are courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. Risking head and neck. Could you fight and win? Win or lose, oh, we are the pride of London. We will give our best from coast to coast. Where the story will be told as we fight the rugged battles. We cherish the club and we play to win. We are the pride of London.
We are
courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. Risking head and leg. Could you fight and win? We are on the terrific front line. We raise our flags and put our pride beside us. Feeling like a champ as we shine our light. Take off the power, together impossible is nothing. We are the pride of London. We are courageous, stronger and faster. A fighting fury in any weather. Risking head and leg. Could you fight and win? Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, to Jesse. Come on. Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, to Jesse. Come on. Romeo Lavia, Akuaba. In the heart of the pitch, where dreams ignite, a rising star emerges, shining so bright. Romeo Lavia,
a name we all know.
Born with a passion for the beautiful game, a journey of talent, ambition and flame.
From the roots
To Ghana's pride, from some tempting shores to Stamford Bridge. Akuaba, to Jesse. Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, to Jesse. Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, Omokabo, Akuaba, Omokabo, Romeo, Akuaba, Omokabo, Romeo, Akuaba, Omokabo, Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, Omokabo, si Jesse, Akuaba, Omokabo, si Jesse, Akuaba, Romeo, Omo Lavia, Liverpool score, a tempting sand, a hefty beat, they sought to band.
Romeo Lavia, Jesse score, when legends are made.
Where tattoos are won, Romeo Lavia, Akuaba to you, Romeo Lavia, Okabo, Romeo Lavia, you are welcome, gbogbo ọmọ Chelsea. Wọ́n ṣe Akuaba, gbogbo ọmọ Chelsea. Wọ́n ní kí ẹ, wọ́n kí ẹ. Wọ́n ṣe Akuaba, you are welcome. Romeo Lavia, you are welcome to Stamford Bridge. Akuaba, Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, Romeo Lavia. Akuaba, everyone who is watching me around the world. I want to say good evening to every one of you. It is morning here. It is morning already. 12 a.m. Tuesday. How are you? How has been your day? I hope you are all fine. Let's hear one song more before we begin to talk about the updates I have for you today. Oba Amasomoa, good evening, my wonderful lady from Luton Town. How are you?
Even in our season,
We know what we are.
even when things go wrong with
We
us,
know what we are.
when the season doesn't favor us, oh,
Still no say we are Chelsea. Oh,
gbogbo Premiership clubs ẹ wá gbọ́,
we know what we are.
kọ́lọ́mọ kó wá kìlọ̀ fọ́mọ ẹ o.
We know what we are.
Ìjayà Chelsea ti di ẹ̀sùn fún wa.
We are the pride of London.
Ojú tí wọ́n á ti lọ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ o.
We know what we are.
Bàbá wa fi wá dábìrà lójú apẹ̀ gan.
We know what we are.
All Chelsea fans let's celebrate.
We know what we are.
Ìdánì wa.
We are the pride of London.
We are the summer series winners, so
We know what we are.
we have lifted our first trophy. Oh, Chelsea, give us a win, you. 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 In blue we stand, united we rise. No more defeats. Let's break down these doors. Chelsea's rising up. We will stand tall. Together we fight. We will conquer all. Give us a win, yo. 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 In blue we stand. United we rise. The banters they throw, we are rising again. No matter the cost, give us a win, yo. Give us a win, yo. In blue we stand, united we rise. No more defeats. Let's break down these doors. Justice rising up. We will stand tall. Together we fight. We conquer all. Give us a win, yo. 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 In blue open our hearts, we will push through.
Once again, good evening, everyone. My name is Benga Afolayan. Blue is the color, football is the game, and chess is the name. So it's another wonderful moment for me to connect with you guys on this live broadcast. Oba Ama Samoa, I is Luton Town today. Yes, there was a kind of internet issue, but we needed to switch over to another internet connection here. So as it happens in Africa, it also happens in even Western world. Uh, Sometimes we just experience some uh, technological difficulties. It's everywhere actually. So that's just it. By the way, so good evening, everyone. Once again, my name is Benga Folayan, and it's a pleasure for me to connect with you today. Uh, so today, one of the Chelsea updates that I want us to have a chat about is about Romeo Lavia injury. Um, the Chelsea medical team has actually uh, announced that Romeo Lavia will miss at least 6 weeks due to ankle injury. That 6 week is too much for me. You know, this is a player that we bought that we have not even seen him play. Now he's got injured and is going to miss at least 6 weeks. So that means if he's going to miss 6 weeks, what it means that it's going to miss this month and major part of next month. So and that's 6 weeks is just the minimum. That's why they said at least 6 weeks. So it could be 6 weeks, could be 8 weeks. So maybe logically it's going to miss 6 weeks. So it's going not going to be available until November. You know, well, I what I can say is that I wish him a quick recovery. Yeah, I wish him a quick recovery. We love Romeo Lavia. Of course, I love him. I did a song for him, so we can't wait to have him with our boys and to also contribute to our wins this season. And let's talk about Bournemouth smash. What are our expectations? What are our expectations for concerning that match? Don't forget that it's gonna be an away match. So, what is our expectation for that match? What is going to be our expectation for the match? For me, I am of the opinion that Pochettino will change formation. Yes, I am of the opinion that Pochettino will not use five defenders. I opine that Pochettino is going to attack. How are you, Nana Nelson Kuma? How are you, Buchimoni Linos? And how are you, Bin Yusuf? I'm of the opinion that Pochettino is going to use an attacking formation. So hopefully, maybe he's going to use 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. I know a lot of people have talked about how Pochettino has been positioning these players in the last few weeks. So I am believing God. Yes, let me use that. Let me crave my statement in that way.
I am believing God that Pochettino is not going to use five defenders because it's gonna be an away match. So it's not an home match. So it's an away match. We are going to Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Yeah, we are going to Bournemouth. So uh, yes, being Yusuf is saying that our coach should change to attacking formation and give Modric a chance. I also support that. And the chance, maybe Yusuf, let me buttress your point very well, which I share. It's no. I want Pochettino to give Modric a chance, and not a chance of 25 minutes or 50 minutes. I want him to play full match. We bought this guy £100 million. Give this guy game time, full game time, not 25 minutes, not 15 minutes, not 10 minutes, not 5 minutes. Let him play full match. When this guy is given, because I know this guy is talented, but the problem is that he has not been given full, full time. He has not been given full time, full chance. How will you want someone to come in and will perform miracle within 5 minutes, 15, 25 minutes? No, it doesn't happen like that. Player loses confidence. A player could lose confidence because of that. And the information reaching me, suggests that Modric has been overtraining himself. And what that means is that probably he was thinking maybe he is the problem. For me, I do not see him as a problem. I could see that he's much rusty. That's what I've seen. It's my opinion, actually. He's much rusty. He needs more time. He needs to be given more time. If Modric is given more time, more play time, maybe like like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let him play full time 4 matches. He will pick form. Yeah. Good evening, successful King Light. Good evening, successful King Light. Watching me from my YouTube channel. Good evening. Good evening. Um, Good evening, Anyima. Coach should give the team more attacking intent. Yes, all we need now. How will you go to Bournemouth and what and be defending? Does that make sense? Does that sound logical? No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound logical at all. We do not have home what match. We have what an away match. All we need to do is to attack, not to defend. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't. I won't want a situation whereby Portsmouth will come up with his own 3-5-2 again. What we need now is 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. We need to attack. In fact, by my own definition, attack is the best way of defending. That's my own definition of attacking. Attacking is a way of defending. When you attack and you attack over and over, then you will get goals. When you get goals, you kill the match. When you attack from the wing, from the right flank, from the left flank, and meanwhile, Casedo Enzo. Well, wow, how are you, Okafor Kenechukwu? Okafor Kenechukwu. Uh, Thank you, Okafor Kenechukwu. Chomba Chanda, moving together, the family of blue. Our boy is going to do well. Well, starting next game, match my word. Moving together, the family of blues. My brother from Zambia, Chomba Chanda. Moving together, the family of blues. Our boy is going to do well. Starting next game, mark my word. Happy blue family. Thank you, Chomba Chanda. Thank you. Ahmed Apraku,
I recognize you. I don't. I recognize you. Yeah. Anyima is saying, sure, dog. The best form of defending is to attack. Yes, that's my own definition. Thank you, Ayima. If you want to defend, attack more. I repeat myself. If you want to defend tightly, professionally, attack. Not to what? Not to defend. If you want to get a result, you know you've got to attack. If you want to defend, you've got to attack. But if you do not want to what achieve any result, and if you want to conceive goals, defend. that's my that's my typological statement today. If you want to what? If you want to chop goals, you want to chop goals. You want your opponent. You want your opponent to win you. You want to be vulnerable to your opponent. Then keep defending. Successful King Light is saying something here. I don't think our medical department is doing their job. They are just collecting money from the club. Chelsea is going down. I don't really understand who bully offended before buy Chelsea. Yes, actually, the injury list is what is increasing day in day out, and that is worrisome. And I share the sentiment by successful King Light that why will we be having a kind of exponential increase about the about our players who keep injured every day. Yes, I use every day as a metaphorical expression because we have not even would enjoy the Romeo Lavia, and all of a sudden it's taken away for at least next 6 weeks. They just said at least 6 weeks. Meanwhile, at least 6 weeks means that it could be more than 6 weeks. So I share your sentiments, successful King Light. So back to what we are saying about formation. If you want to be vulnerable to your opponent, keep defending. Because as you keep defending, the players will be susceptible to making mistakes. That was why uh, you saw Thiago Silva making mistake in our last match. Yes, you saw that. It's very very uncommon for Thiago Silva to be what just playing anyhow, to be making mistakes. You saw him. I'm not saying that he didn't play well, but you could see that because we were defending, the defenders were so vulnerable to further attacks from the opponent. That's what happens. But if you keep attacking, if you keep attacking, if you keep attacking, let me tell you, all what you are doing is that you are creating chances to get goals. One, you are also letting the opponent know that you are on top of the game. You are on top of the game. It's not about possessing, getting possession stats. No, that doesn't make sense for me. That though Chelsea has been the team that created more chances, more possession, more touching. What about chances? What about goals? Are we there? The stat shows we are what 12th in the league table. We're 12th in the league table. Wisdom is saying something. Yeah. Chelsea should change that medical team. I see no reason why players that have not played a single match keep going to injury bed. Moreover, we fans watches our player play. We being afraid if injury. They are just like the Greek vow. It hurts. Honestly, I share your sentiment. Wisdom. Thank you for the contribution. A successful king like is saying something. Imagine this: we never play 5 games in Premier League, but almost 8 players have picked injury already. Our sporting director said their own problem worst. Back to the issue of injury. Let's look at attacking issue now. Back to the issue. Oh, Oba Amasamwa. That's what. That's the fact. That's the next thing I want to say. Oba Amasamwa. That's the next thing I want to say. Evan Kaniero. I want to say that will it be a big issue for for Todd to recall Evan Kaniero? Because during the time of Evan Kaniero, we never had it so hard like this. We were not having the kind of injury list that we are having now. Don't forget that in those times, Drogba, we used to play a lot of matches. We used to participate in Champions League, participate in FA, participate in different things. Yet I have not seen any time, any season that they will say, Drogba has gone for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I've never seen that. Maybe 1 week, maybe 2 weeks at most. But these days, I just hear this one has gone for at least 6 weeks. Nkuku has gone for at least 4 months. There's a problem somewhere. I think so. I think so. And I share the sentiment of all Chelsea fans around the world who are saying that, okay, maybe we need to overhaul our medical team. Yes, maybe. We need to overhaul. We need to overhaul our medical team. Because what are they doing? Just like Oba Ama Samoa has said, my wonderful lady from Luton Town, mother of boys who are Arsenal fans. Oba Ama Samoa, mother of boys who are what Arsenal fans. The injuries are getting too much. I know. Yes, Oba Samoa is saying that the injuries are getting too much. I don't understand. I too, I don't understand. Actually, I don't understand it. I don't. I don't. Imagine even this guy, Levi. There was a rumor that he picks an injury during the training session, but thank God that the fear was allayed. The fear was put to rest that it was just a knock. So I kept wondering, what is now happening? What is happening? So that means the okay, yeah, Obama Samoa, yes. UK is on my bucket list next year. I will visit my school there. I told you that I once live in Bradford and Manchester Piccadilly. So those were the places I once live, and Bolton, York. They used to be my places where I used to go to. Bolton, York, Bradford, Manchester, Piccadilly. But of course, I'm gonna give you a shout out. I'm going to maybe if I could know your digit, your number, your email, or your email. So I'm going to give you a shout when I am around. Of course, I want to link up with you. At least we have a cup of coffee. So, how far is Luton Town to London or Manchester? Just let me know. I can check later, but I just want to know. Successful King Light. All this while I'm only pity Todd, not even the club, because that man has tried his best to make sure Chelsea be best club in the world, but still, yet no evidence. I really feel for Bully. Yeah, I feel for him. How would someone invest his own £1 billion, and you think that he's joking? He's not joking. Okay, Obasama inbox better. At least for private reason. Uh, of course, you know that I'm also a private person. Yeah, the injury issue is very not sitting. Emphasis should be put with respect to the medical guys. Yes, I think both thought, just like successful King Light said as well, uh, including what you have said, and Yima. I think there's a need for us to put more searchlight into that arena. What is happening among our medical personnel? What is happening there? Is something fishy? Maybe in Yoruba we say, "Ṣé wọ́n ti gbàbọ̀dè ni?" Have they colluded with other our rival clubs? You know, we Yoruba we normally say that "Ṣé ẹ ti gbàbọ̀dè ni?" Have you connived with other rival clubs? Because, yes, thank you, Ama Samoa too. Honestly, yeah, yes, you could see everyone is just saying the same thing. Oba Ama Samoa is also saying, honestly, I feel for Toad as well. Because how will you invest? Now, this is the second season this man has invested. Last season, he invested almost 600 million pounds. This season, he has invested 1 billion what? Million pounds, not dollars. 1 million pounds. And see what is happening. We are 12th. We have 12th. We have 12th on the table. Yeah. You see what being Yusuf also is saying. Being Yusuf is saying Todd spent a lot of money on Chelsea and the result is looking somehow. See, you see what is happening. It's so shameful, honestly. And it's not that we do not have what we do not have materials. Oh, we have materials, but at the moment, from what I've seen, we have problems. I'm not saying we have problems. We have problems, and the major problems start from the coach now. Until we begin to see the problem is coming from the coach now, and you see all these coaches they are very stubborn. Yes, they are very stubborn. You use 4-2-3-1 during the preseason, and it worked. Then competitive matches started. Then you started what? Using wrong formation. What is the essence of the players that we sold off? What is the essence of we selling those players? Because we felt that those players messed up last season and we messed up as a team. Majorly because of what happened last season. Changing ownership, Tozu, Tuchel, family problem, a lot of things that happened last season. Yes. Now this season, we have sold all those players, almost all those players we sold them. Then we have got another new squad, young squad, so to say. And these are what talented players who only need tutelage from a technically sound coach who could position them in their right positions, who could position them rightly, and for us to get a result. But all I see Pochettino doing is what? Is to gamble. Salami Ayuba, good evening. All I see Pochettino doing is just about gambling. You used 4-2-3-1 during the preseason tour in the US, and it worked. We all saw it. Then the league now started, and you started using 5 defenders. 5 defenders for God's sake. 5 defenders. 5 defenders. when you have attackers on the bench. Does that seem logical? You have attackers on the bench. You keep populating the squad with defenders. 5 defenders. What do you? How are we going to what? How are we going to score? Some of you say that they are getting possessions, they are dribbling, but they are not shooting. How will they shoot? Yeah. Successful King Light has some important comments here. Poch is just being stubborn. My pain is that why Poch looks silent when our sporting directors were busy signing players that Poch will use. It's also a concern to me, especially when I read last week that Pochettino said that he never knew about the signings of some players. So if you don't know about the signing of some players, that means something is missing somewhere. That means someone is lying. You don't allow players to be lorded over you, especially players that you do not need. You don't allow such players to be lorded over you. So if Pochettino has lost that control, then that means we have a big problem. Being yourself have something to say here. With the 5 defenders, remember West Ham still beat us with red card and Luton Town too. I think did Luton Town win or we beat Luton Town? I think we beat Luton Town. Yes, he used same formation. I think we beat Luton Town. Michael Mohammed is still anticipating the Nkuku song. Because I've said on Twitter that I'm thinking of doing a song for Nkuku. So Michael is reminding me.
Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, to Jesse. Come on. Romeo Lavia, Akuaba, to Jesse. Come on. Romeo Lavia, Akuaba. In the heart of the pitch, where dreams ignite, a rising star emerges, shining so bright. Romeo Lavia,
A name we don't know.
born with a passion for the beautiful game, a journey of talent, ambition and flame.
From Virgin roots
To Ghana's pride, from Southampton shores to Stamford Bridge. Akuaba, to Jesse. Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀, Romeo. Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀, Romeo Lavia. Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀ sí Chelsea. Akuaba, ọmọ káàbọ̀ sí Chelsea. Akuaba, Romeo, ọmọ Lavia.
Jesse fans, what happened to you?
Liverpool score, a tempting sand, AFT beat, they sought to band.
Romeo Lavia chose Jesse's goal. When legends are made,
Where titles are won, Romeo Lavia, Aquaba to you. Romeo Lavia, Okabo, Romeo Lavia, you are welcome. Gbogbo Chelsea, wọ́n ṣe Aquaba. Gbogbo Chelsea, wọ́n ní kí ẹ, wọ́n kí ẹ, wọ́n ṣe Aquaba. You welcome, Romeo Lavia. You are welcome to Stamford Bridge. Aquaba, 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 Romeo Lavia. Aquaba, Aquaba, Romeo Lavia. Oncabo, 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 Romeo. Oncabo, 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 Romeo. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome, Romeo. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome, Romeo. Aquaba, 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 Romeo. Aquaba, 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 Romeo Lavia.
Yeah, we are back from that short break. We have been discussing about the medical team Broha and the attacking option, the formation option by Pochettino. Those are the two key issues that we have been discussing in the last 41 minutes. Please, if you are part of this broadcast, I want you to share this broadcast. And I'm appealing to you to share this broadcast. And thank you as you watch, as you do. As you do, it's a show, it's a demonstration that you love me. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing it. Now we have been talking about the strategy that Pochettino is using, a kind of defensive strategy which is not working. And people have been saying that enough is enough for this kind of use of 5 defenders. Yes, I think Ayima, Pochettino claim, he said it and the sky is there on the internet, and it was also the news was also carried by the Sky Sport, that he never knew of some player, the signing of some players. Ayima, yes, Pochettino said that on live interview. Successful King Light is saying something here. Something is really happening, because I don't think our sporting directors have a good relationship with Poch. Because we chose Nagelsmann, Boeli chose Poch. I'm sure that this is the problem. I guess that it could be a kind of ego problem now. So it's not about even maybe our owner is not getting it right. What it means that the sporting directors and people that are involved in the transfers of players, I think I sense there is problem of ego. There is problem of ego. And that might be making Pochettino to withdraw. Don't forget there's a new coach. And Chelsea came from ownership Tozu. Now we came from that angle that we are trying to come up with another setup, because the previous setup was what was discarded, was removed. You know, the former sporting director left. Czech also left. So those setup, the former setup was disbanded. Then now we are now coming up with a new setup of leaders, new setup of directors, and in the course of that, we got a new coach. We sack Potter. Lampard was called upon to salvage the situation before we will get a new coach. Eventually, he left when we got a new coach. So a new coach has just started his work. Now he has just overseen 4 matches, so to say, 4 competitive matches, excluding preseason matches. So for me, I want to reckon with the competitive matches from the league. So Pochettino has just overseen 4 league matches and some Carabo, or what do they call that? FA Cup. Has overseen maybe like 5 or 6 competitive matches. For league matches, we have played 4. We won 1, we drew 1, we lost 2. That is not a good result. That's not a good result for a club that struggled last season. We struggled last season. In fact, I needed to be composing almost every day. I needed to be writing something to put smile on the faces of Chelsea fans around the world because we were all sad. We were all disheartened. We were not happy. I could see that look on the faces of all Chelsea fans around the world. And that was what made me to release the first song towards the end of last season, which I tag, I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan, oh. I am a Chelsea fan, oh. We win, we lose together. We rise, we fall together. Oh. That was what made me to release that song. In fact, it was that kind of a shame that we were feeling. I was also feeling that shame. Among my academic colleagues, they were mocking me. Arsenal fans were mocking us. Man U fans were mocking us. Liverpool fans were mocking us. It was at that stage that I said, "Oh, Benga, you needed to do something. How I can now use my craft, my musical craft, to put smile on the faces of Chelsea fans." I want to tell you today. Actually, at that particular time, I was actually working on my 3rd album. I needed to leave my 3rd album project and wrote that song. And that's why I've not released my 3rd album because I have scattered everything because of Chelsea issue. You could see me, I have released a lot of Chelsea songs in the last 4 months. Yes. All because I want Chelsea communities around the world to just be happy for once. The song will be a kind of succor for them, despite the kind of result that we were getting, despite the kind of ridicule we are getting from our rivals, despite the banters they were throwing at us, the banters, the tantrums our rivals were throwing at us. Successful King Lai is saying something, not about matter of new coach. We signed Pochettino before Tottenham signed their coach, but Tottenham doing well more than us. New coach doesn't say coach should only focus on playing fine defenders. We have said this, Successful King Lai, that some coaches, in fact, most coaches are stubborn. For the mere fact that Tottenham started on a good note does not mean that Tottenham even are getting it right. Of course, when you are having good results, they say you are getting it right. It is good for us to know where problems are coming from so that we'll be able to even provide solution for those problems. For a team that is doing well and has problems, they have issues, critical issues. And when their own problems begin to hit them, it's going to be more than we that we are having problems now. And we now trying to come up with probable solutions for those problems. We were coming from from different orders, and I want to say that we are still better. All we need to do is to what provide solutions to the lingering problems. That's all. That's all. Of course, Tottenham is doing better, but for me, it's not those who started well that matter to me. It's those who started well and end well. And I believe that we are going to end well. Our players are in the phase of gelling. Yeah, they are gelling. They are connecting. They are becoming cohesive, little by little. I love what Mikel Obi said. I love what Mikel Obi said. He said we should not be in a haste. We should not be in a haste that these guys just came together not quite long. That they will gel. And when they gel, then the results will come. But as they are gelling, our coach need to get it right. That's my own argument. Our coach needs to get it right. And also, Successful Killer is saying something. For me, Poch has something bad on his mind against Chelsea. King Light. For me, Poch has something bad on his mind against Chelsea because he knows what he's doing. He will be doing well in preseason, but since transfer window is closed. But now I don't understand him anymore. God will help us, of course. It is only God that can help us. And I believe God will help us. God will help us. We will, they usually say, he will laugh last, laughs best. We will laugh best. Let me put it in that way. So I know everybody they parana, but we will laugh last. Those who are feeling purpose now, then go feel them. Then go do what? Then go feel them. Then go feel them later. Then go feel them. Then go feel them. Then go feel them.
I belong, I belong, I belong, I belong to Chelsea. I belong to Chelsea. I done good or bad, you. I'm a loyal Chelsea fan. Because Chelsea are the pride of London, oh, we are the champions. When we go fight and win, we reign supreme. I belong, I belong, I belong. I belong to Chelsea. Even when we are losing, we no friends. We are two force and two roses. We are the mighty, mighty Chelsea. We are the pride of London. I belong. I belong. I belong. I belong to Chelsea. It is a preseason time. It is a preseason time. No darling, rara rara, gbogbo blues are me. The time to prepare for Premiership League is here. Oh. Blues are me. Here we go. Ale, 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 ale. When Premiership calls, time records. The
victory in heart.
To win or lose, yo, not be the only thing. Now the way we play, yo, you know, shake koko.
This is the chance we go take win league. This is the chance we go take win league.
Reaching for the top, oh, is our aim.
We are the pride of London.
Blue is the color. Football is the game.
Winning is our aim.
To be number one, oh, we go run like the wind.
Winning again and again.
Reaching higher.
Cause sky is blue.
This is what we want, oh, in this season.
We want Chelsea to the win, but we've got to give it all.
Ariwo ayọ̀ lágbàlá Chelsea. Ariwo ìdùnnú o lágbàlá Chelsea. Loser me, ṣé you don dey feel am? Loser me, ṣé you don dey feel it? Cause if we feel it, the world is at our feet. Arsenal no fit yo, Liverpool no fit, no one fit hold us down.
Every league we want it.
Here we go, Blues Army.
Ale, ale,
Here we go.
ale, ale,
We go celebrate.
ale, ale.
We go celebrate, Ale Ale, Blues Army. Yes, we are feeling it, but we are not feeling it the way we're supposed to feel it. We are not feeling what we wanted to feel. We are feeling it hard, but I believe that we will feel it so good pretty soon, and that's why we are talking. Need to keep talking. We need to keep talking. We need to keep coming with good criticisms. We need to keep coming up with probable solutions. We need to shout, and that's what we are doing. That's what all Chelsea fans are doing now. It's not only me that I'm talking now. Lewis also is talking on YouTube. Everyone is talking. Everyone is talking, even on Facebook here. Everyone is talking, and also I'm also talking on my page now. That we need to do something to this lingering crisis, because we want to feel so good about our club. We want Chelsea name to be mentioned, and after it's been mentioned, we are happy. Now, if Chelsea is mentioned now outside, when we go out and Chelsea name is mentioned, some of us, we would need to hide our face. Why? Because we know the current position that we are in the league table now. So we have to hide our face. It does not mean that we do not have what it takes. You saw what our legends play. I was just joking yesterday that won't we need to call Mikel and Ramirez back? Because Mikel Ramirez and Michael Ezen, because looking at what they play, these guys play as if that they are not old. Honestly, they play as if they are still playing. And these are old players. I was joking that maybe we need to rent them before they leave to their various destinations. Maybe we may need to use Ramirez. Maybe we may need to use Michael Eisen. Maybe we may need to use Mikel Robi. And it does not mean that we do not have the players that can play cohesively like them. It took time before they also connected well. But it shouldn't take ages before we connect. It shouldn't take ages before the players gel together. I think it is time now. We need results. We don't need poor possession starts. And I pity those who are betting as well. I'm sorry, guys, for those of you who are putting money on Chelsea. A lot of people have lost their ticket. They have lost a lot of money. Yes, they are Chelsea fans, and they believe that okay, Chelsea is gonna win, Chelsea is gonna do this, and they have lost all because they supported Chelsea. I feel you. I don't play. I don't play. I'm not a guy. I don't. What do they call it? I don't gamble. I don't play all these bets. I don't play. For the mere fact that I don't play does not mean that I will tongue lash those who are betting. No, some people's source of livelihood is betting. So I will not castigate anyone who bets. So it's a way of eking out a living as well for those who know how to bet. Me, I don't know how to play betting, but some people are pretty good at what playing betting. The only thing I would say is that betting should not be too much. But I'm not saying you should not bet. If that's what makes you happy, if that's what you are using to eke out a living for yourself. But of course, when you put money on chess on a club, and that club is fucking you up every now and then, you lose hope. So there are many Chelsea fans who are also betting, who are putting money on Chelsea, and they're not getting good results. So they will not be happy too. They will not be happy. So, and that's what we are saying, that omi tutu gbọ́dọ̀ wọlé. That means we have to get new water to sanitize everything that is happening now. So we need to do something. We need to do something. You cannot afford to be. I don't know what will happen. If we could lose to Tottenham Forest, if we we lose match, we lose match with West Ham. Of course, we have all of us. We know that we are into Liverpool. We usually play draw, or maybe one of us will win. But it's so frustrating if West Ham could win us, and Nottingham Forest could win us. And that's ridiculous. That's what we are saying. It's not about people even losing the money they used to bet. It's about, is the team even play nicely? Is the formation good? So those are the questions. I believe we cannot talk about the Bournemouth's match much today. Maybe tomorrow we talk much on that because we have actually spent more than an hour. So maybe tomorrow we thank you for those people who have shared these live broadcasts. I thank you especially for those people who have shared this broadcast. Thank you so much. God bless you. God lift you up. Because I have said you should share it and you share it, God will honor you. God will honor you. You have honored me, God will honor you by sharing this broadcast. I thank you so much for being part of this live broadcast. By God's grace, I will try to come up tomorrow, to come online tomorrow, and we will have time to talk about our next match this weekend. Today we have not been able to talk much because embassy has been on the Chelsea medical team and the formation being adopted by Pochettino, and now we can forge ahead. So those are the issues that we have been discussing, and I thank you for being part of this program so far. God bless you. Here I will say, have a wonderful good night. Don't forget, chess is the name, football is the game, and what blue is the color. My name remains Benga Folaya. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.
It is a prison time, it is a prison time. No darling, rara, gbogbo blues army. The time to prepare for Premiership League is here. Blues army, here we go. Ale, 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 ale.
When Premiership calls, time records the victory land.
To win or lose, yo, not be the only thing. Not the way we play, yo. You know, shake
This is the chance we go take win league. This is the chance we go take win league.
Reaching for the top, oh, is our aim.
We are the pride of London.
Blue is the color. Football is the game.
Winning is our aim.
To be number one, oh, we go run like the wind.
Winning again and again.
Reaching higher.
Cause sky is blue.
This is what we want, oh, in this season.
We want Chelsea to the win, but we've got to give it all.
Ariwo ayọ̀ lágbàlá Chelsea. Ariwo ìdùnnú o lágbàlá Chelsea. Blues army, ṣé you don dey feel am? Blues army, ṣé you don dey feel it? Cause if we feel it, the world is at our feet. Arsenal no fit yo, Liverpool no fit. No one fit hold us down.
Every league we want it.
Here we go, Blues army.
Ale, ale,
Here we go.
ale, ale,
We go celebrate.
ale, ale.
I belong, I belong, I belong,
I belong to Chelsea.
I belong to Chelsea. Either good or bad, yo.
I'm a loyal Chelsea fan.
Because Chelsea are the pride of London, oh. We are the champions. When we go fight and win,
We reign supreme.
I belong, I belong, I belong,
I belong to Chelsea.
even when we are losing, we no friends.
Lion,
We are two boss and two roses. We are the mighty, mighty Chelsea.
We are the pride of London.
I belong, I belong.